So here to solve a Sudoku by Akash Doulani called Star. It has the digits 1 through 8 on the outside of the grid in these nice symmetric spots, as well as around the star. The only place the star has a 9 is right in the center. I'm going to begin by just looking at some of the digits I see sort of repeated. Like if I look at the top 3 rows, I see 2 1s, I got another 1. I see 2 2s, I got another 2. That's going to place a 1 in one of these cells and place a 2 in one of these cells. I've got 2 7s, a place a 7 here, not much more in the center. I've got 2 6s, a place a 6 in one of these spots. I think the columns are much more useful as we get started. So I got 2 4s, a place a 4 here. I've got 2 6s, a place this 6. That 6 actually forces with the 7. That 7, a 7 right here, which gives a 7 here. Looking into the center, I actually am going to have a 7 in one of these cells, which means that the last 7's over here. Just having filled in a lot in this box, I'm going to carefully look at the other digits in this row. Like this 8 comes across and clears to just one of these, but that means an 8 is certainly in this cell. I've got 5 and 9 to place in these cells. Still then coming at the top, I did a similar thing when I put in the 6 and the 7. I've got an 8 to go and a 5 to go, and those have to be in these cells, but that puts in a 9 into this position. We've got a 3 and 4 to place in these cells, but there's already 4 in the grid down below. So this is a 3, this is a 4. With this 4 and that 4, we get this 4 and this 4, and we're going to have a 4 in one of these cells and a 4 in one of these cells. We have the 8 clues we didn't look at, but they also track into this top box like this. So we actually have a 9 and 6 to place, and only one place for the 9, one place for the 6 after we get this 4-8 pair. We have a 5, 9 on the far right, but the 5's gonna have to be up top, the 9 over here. That puts in this 5, puts in this 9, that puts in this 9 as well. Coming over to the right, that 9 gives us this 9, and we've got a 9 in one of these 2 cells, and a 9 in one of these 2 cells. We still have some more we can do, though, in this left column. We have a 1, 2, 6, 8 to go in the space, but look at that digit 2. This is the last spot for a 2. Another place which is the last for a 2. That means we have 1, 6, 8 down here, but a 3 is going to be the last digit in that space. A 3 and 6 are the last digits here. With that 1 placement, we need to get a 1 in this lower right box. It can only go in here. We need a 3 in this box. It can only go in here. It moves the 9 down, moves the 8 over. That puts the 9 in here, forces this 6 to the left. This 8 coming up top puts in an 8, puts in a 5, puts in a 5. We're just tracking digits we know. We've got a 1, 2 pair that's going to be here, but we also now have a 3 and an 8. Last 3 in the center is going in this space, and we can now start to think about how do we fill in all the digits here. I've got 2 5s canceling across these rows, and this 5 here puts in a 5, which moves down a 1, puts in a 1, puts in a 2. This 2 with that 2 gives us last 2 in the space, putting a 2 here. We finish this out with a 5 and a 7, puts in a 7. The 8 can't be in this row anymore, so this is 8, 8, 4, 4 with 6, puts in another 6, puts in 8, puts in a 1, and we finish the puzzle. So challenging Sudoku as we go around it, but really informed by some of the geometry, informed by some of the repeated digits. We got some good pairs forming in these spaces. We also got some places where like this 8 would put an 8 in these cells, sort of come into this pointing spot. So looking across the grid, particularly all these corner boxes at each other look to be pretty key through the solve. So I hope you got something through this video and enjoyed the puzzle, and we'll see you again soon.